Seattle Seahawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only... Get back to the 16-yard line.
Back, 315. 53 at the mic. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53. I got you.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Green 80. Check, walk 54, walk 54. And I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kimball Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure
there he goes, right side. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 76 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Mike's 56. I got one. Mike 56. Mike 56.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Watch the run. Check it out, Reed.
Williams. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, T. Here I come. Eyes up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Seahawks nothing.
I don't need to. Let's go, Woo, Eddie. Get in the weight room.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Lynch. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Homer. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Single, 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 single. Touch 50. Check, 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 check. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Bring it. Front it. Like 22.
Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They go play action with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First downs in at their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Under 10. Slam. Hey, Riblin.
They run it again with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Yellow. 15. 180. I'm going to rush because I'm about to take you to school. Mike's 50. Watch the backer. Hey, Mike's 50. Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
64, weak.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes being chased out left. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. On the ground, this is Williams. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson now on 3rd down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards.
1st down, Seahawks.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
What? Time, Mike. Right here.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start the drive with Lynch, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and then fling another one.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We got three. We got three. We got three. Hey, check. Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, come on. No, come on.
To throw is Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pen, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, heading to 7. Give me one more.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. 15. Show it up. Attack. Echo. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the pass. Here we go. Yellow. Check.
Back to throw. Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. And he will take it out in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 27 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. What? 56 is the mark. I'm coming after you.
They run. Lynch trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
What? 190. Check 53. All day.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He'll run for it. Lynch. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at